Welcome to Stanley, Scuba, Sailing, and Adventures. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. This is Belize, Turneffe Atoll, dive site, Grand Bogue. This dive site features large coral patches separated by sand with a sheer wall that drops off to the abyss. This video was shot over the course of 2 morning dives on Monday, November 29th. The first dive was at 8 a.m. and lasted for 57 minutes with a maximum depth of 77 feet. The second dive was at 10:30 and lasted 47 minutes with a maximum depth of 87 feet. I'd just seen a free-swimming green moray eel go around the side of this coral patch. Knowing that there was a diver on the other side, I anticipated the eel would come back toward me. And I waited a few seconds to see if he would do just that. However, then I noticed the other diver coming over the top. Somehow the eel had gotten back onto the top of the reef behind me. Here he is. A few moments later, the eel was headed off down the slope and into the depths. There were many large groupers on this dive site, and sometimes if you approach them slowly, they'll let you get very close and even touch them. Here I'm trying to approach this one very slowly. He wasn't very interested. The green moray eel showed up again. It's uncharacteristic to see a green eel swimming about like this during the day. They tend to be more nocturnal in nature, and it's very common to see them swimming freely at night. However, in an attempt to counteract the invasive lionfish species, local divers have started spearfishing the lionfish and feeding them to eels and sharks. So it's not uncommon anymore to have a green eel come and follow you about when you're diving, looking for a handout. I believe this is a Goliath grouper. Although it doesn't look quite large enough to be a Goliath, the coloring leads me to believe that it is. If you have a different opinion, please share. That's about as close as he was going to let me get. The groupers were not particularly friendly today, and this one's about ready to head off down the sandy slope and into the abyss. Grand Bogue would end up being my last dive site on Turneffe Atoll, as we were planning to move the boat after this dive and head towards Lighthouse Reef Atoll. It seems as though the green moray eel has really developed an interest in my camera. It made for some great pictures. It is sometimes a little disconcerting when they turn and swim right at you. I really enjoy watching them swim. It's like watching a ribbon move through the water. By now I was getting quite used to having this guy around. As we come over the top of this coral head, I see there's another grouper. The visibility on this dive improved throughout. I'm not sure if you could tell from the video, but from the beginning of the first dive to the end of the second dive, there really was a drastic change in the visibility. I think it had something to do with the winds dying down and the sea calming a bit. Here's the eel again, inquisitive but not overly friendly or aggressive. And my dive buddy. I don't tend to worry about orientation when I'm photographing underwater. I'll shoot upside down or sideways sometimes and figure I can change things later in Photoshop to reorientate them. It's all about getting the right shot at the right time. This made for a couple great pictures when the eel was looking right at me. Doesn't make for the best video though. Just shy of 2 hours on a dive site doesn't seem like nearly enough. Each dive is a little different, and I could easily spend an entire day on a dive site like this. Belize is known for these massive plunging walls. It is the second largest barrier reef in the world after all. Anyway, it's been a great couple dives here at Grand Bogue. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment.